The Witch Doctor. I want to just, before I go on, let me see if I can find it. That one, and then the other one that I wonder if I could like find it. I like that. Funny. All right. The Witch Doctor, or Mono Tikitia, the huge statue thing. So they went to Hawaii. I like this new travel thing, which I believe that's where they decided, hey, why don't we do like years in the future? Oh, for the new Scooby Doo show where they go around the world and solve mysteries. So when they went to Hawaii, +4. The story eventually comes from the person behind the mask, -3. The powers. Imagine having the power to turn the skies red, +2. Vanishing, appearing, and vanishing, +2. Oh, and the whole bit, Shaggy, get a hold of yourself. And then Shaggy's like, I'm trying. +1 for that. The clues was the plastic on the birds, on the plane, the footprints, the newspaper, the pearls that they find, and then the secret cavern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points in total there. Once again, Velma carrying the team whenever they're trying to run away, +2 points. The whole something will hit me, and then Shaggy and Scooby, I think, crash into Velma, Daphne, and Fred. I think this is the first time we see like a giant, like, monster, ghoul, or all that stuff. So +1. The whole Tarzan, me, Shaggy, this is not, I'm Tarzan, this is Jane thing, +1. And I think this is the first, and also this is the first time that anybody in the gang mentions death, and it comes from nobody better than Velma. And I'm not talking about like scared to death. I'm just like they actually like mentioned like dying. So +1 for that sort of like more realistic attention. I wasn't a big fan of these transitions, the whole green screen and then or blue screen, -1. So the Witch Doctor looks like he's only scaring, +3. The dedication of making a whole plane with a skeleton and the whole place like it really is haunted, that must have taken a long time. So +1 for that. There's a scene in which Shaggy has a light green sleeves and then a dark rest of the shirt. So -1. The trap did not work, -4. They didn't know who it was, -3. The explanation of the of the episode. +6, the episode itself, I find it entertaining. +7. Oh, and then I added a point because of the screams for the witch doctor, the whole wing. +1. Ghost was kind of captured by Scooby and Shaggy, although it was like, yeah, +1 for that. And then unmasked by Fred, +1. So the witch doctor, Mano Tikitia, gets a point of 28 points. All right, last two. The werewolf. They're out camping, +1. The whole tent bit where Scooby gets his head crushed by the tent, +1. The clues: there's a secret room, the map, the wall, the two-footed footprints, the grave, and the barrel. 6 points in total there. The trap door where Shaggy grabs something and the werewolf falls through the trap door, +1. The powers, it looks like the werewolf is just strong, +1. The werewolf is just scaring, not after something, +3. Again, the dedication and the whole setting up, like the Silas Long and the grave that leads to all that stuff. So dedication, +1. You trapped Daphne, Velma, and Fred, +2, 4, 6 points there. The bald werewolf, and I like that after they had cut his hair off, his hair was off the rest of the episode. But he had his hair back when he was fishing out the sheep. But then once they got a closer look, he didn't have his hair. So bald werewolf, +1. They kept it, +1, and then took away because he had that. They had that animation there. He was the trap fails, -4. Daphne gets caught instead. They didn't know who it was, -3. The explanation, +5. They didn't even mention a name for this person. They just like, oh yeah, he's doing this bad stuff. He's going to jail. For this episode for me, it's kind of like hard to just like watch all of it, but +5. And I like that the gang saved the dude after he's like, help, save me, +2. So the total for this episode for Silas Long, the werewolf, or the ghost of the werewolf, 29 points in total. Again, this episode really doesn't do much for me, but it's very fun. Well, entertaining. It does what it needs to do. And that's that for this one. All right, last one. The Wax Phantom. And I'm going to go quickly on this one because that's basically how this episode felt for me. It felt like, really quickly. So they stumble onto the mystery because of a contest. It's a +3. The Wax Phantom is only scaring, +3. The entrance of the Wax Phantom, I love. The lights go out, goes on. He's a huge, tall monster. And then just disappears, +3. The story is heard from the non-villain, so the person who is not the ghoul, +3. Clues, the footprints, the the airline ticket, and the money, +3. I like the black magic house, or the person where they go that he claims he does black magic. And Scooby's like, bye-bye, and then the skeleton replies with bye. I like the whole bit. But again, to me, it felt like it was rushed. So +1. One more time, Velma carrying, so +1. The Wax did catch Fred, Daphne, and Velma in a trap, so +6 for that. And eventually captures Scooby and Shaggy, +4 for that. Powers can turn, well, he doesn't technically has the power to turn them to wax. He was just going to throw them into a vat to turn them into wax. So +1 for that, but he is strong as he was able to escape the mold. So +1. Shaggy and Scooby tricked Fred, Daphne, and Velma so much that they're like, wow, I can't believe they tricked us. +1. The trap pretty much works except for that one bit where they capture Fred and where they capture Shaggy and Scooby as well. But other than that, it does work. +3. They didn't know who it was under the mask. It was so -3. +2. It was unmasked and captured by Fred. I didn't really like this music chase. It was alright. I like the bits of, like more cartoony-ish where like the guy or Scooby and Shaggy paint a door. The guy was able to open the door and then crashes into the wall still through. But the music, it really didn't feel like chase music. So -2. Not everything was explained. I just felt like, guys, come on, this episode needs to wrap up or whatever. So -3. It felt rushed to me. I didn't add or take away anything for that. The explanation, again, I felt like it was rushed, a little not. There wasn't really much explanation. He's just, he wanted this, they wanted that. All right, you're going to jail. But I mean, that's all you could ask for. So +4. And the episode itself, +5. Which brings the Wax fandom to a total of 35 points. All right, so that means that at the end of all the ratings of the 25 ghosts, we have the 8-man who last 12 points. And going up, Geronimo, 18. The Vampire, Frankenstein, Werewolf, and the Gypsy, 20. The Ghost of Elijah, 22. The Ghost of Hyde, 24. The Witch Doctor, 28. The Caveman, 29. The Werewolf, 29. The Snow Ghost, 30. The Mummy, 30. The Creeper, 30. The Minor 49er, 31. Captain Cutler, 31. Zentuo, 32. The Phantom, 32. The Black Knight, 33. The Puppet Master, 34. The Wax Phantom, 35. The Redbeard, 37. The Headless Spectre, 37. The Space Cook, 39. The Ghost Clown, 43. The Witch and the Zombie, 45. The Green Ghost, 47. And the Charlie the Robot, 52. Now, those are the ratings at the end of the episodes, and then I try to put in my own personal preference of how I actually like the ghosts, like if they were actually ghosts, like how I would react to them. 8-man, still dead last. Where is this? And then it's the Vampire, Frankenstein, Werewolf, and the Gypsy. Then Geronimo, Elijah Kingston, the Werewolf, and the Wax Phantom, I think to me are like the bottom ones. After that, it's Zentuo, the Witch Doctor, Caveman, Ghost of Hyde. The next group would be the Mummy, the Witch and Zombie, the Puppet Master, and the Snow Ghost. And then the top tier, the Headless Spectre, the Creeper, the Redbeard, the Minor 49er, the Black Knight, the Phantom. And then the top of the top, Captain Cutler, the Ghost Clown, the Space Kook, Charlie the Robot, my all-time favorite, the Green Ghost. So that's my personal preference compared to the points. Obviously, the episodes were different and I'm losing words, I'm tired, I'm moving on. So this was an episode of Unprofessional ratings, because I'm not a professional, and I'm literally just rating these out of like biased likes. So if you don't like this list, make your own list. Or if you're one of those people that says I have better things to do, then go do that thing that you have better things to do. Why are you here? I mean, even I'm gonna probably watch this video back when I'm like 40 and be like, I could have been doing something else. But anyways, that's the end of this. Um, yeah, I don't really have any closing statements. I just, yeah, y'all have a good day. Or have a good day, me, if you're the only one watching this video after 20 years. So, uh, so, yeah.